Notes from Naija, because every day in Nigeria teaches me something that I didn't know I needed to learn. Audacity. And this is the part three to the AMVCA analysis series and the last one. And we're going to take a look at this dress here.
Don't need nobody. Don't need nobody. Don't need nobody.
I think audacity lives in the bloodline. Stay with me. Not arrogance, not loudness, but this deep natural confidence that some people just carry without even realizing it. And I recently responded to a pinned comment where someone asked me if I've ever experienced hatred in Africa as a Black American. And they asked deeper questions about the relationship between Africans and African Americans. And to answer that question, I shared a conversation that I had years ago with an African. And they told me that sometimes Africans feel like African Americans don't know where they come from culturally. And I think that's because there's a lot of history and trauma that we've been disconnected from. But that conversation has always stayed with me because there was this period in my life where I realized that I was shrinking myself. I was holding back. I was second guessing myself. I was essentially making myself smaller in rooms that I knew I belonged in. And then there was this one day I had like this aha moment. I was like, girl, you are educated. You know how to speak. You're kind. You're thoughtful. You absolutely belong in these rooms that you keep landing in. And from that moment, I quietly made like this personal goal to build this confidence, right? I didn't announce it. I didn't go on social media talking about I'm on a new journey. I didn't search for a whole bunch of self-helps. I just silently made the decision that I was no longer going to treat my presence like it needed permission. That was hard. But I became intentional. I became intentional about how I dressed, how I carried myself, even like my posture, right? And over time, I started to notice something. People started to respond to me differently. And it wasn't because I was becoming this new person or I was, behaving differently, but it was because I stopped shrinking myself. And I think that's why this red dress hit me so emotionally because the moment that I saw the dress, the first thought that came to my mind was bloodline. I mean, look at the dress. It's like veins. It almost feels like veins and identity and pride and confidence and this like audacious feeling is like flowing through the dress. And the deeper that I looked at it, the more I realized that the dress, it doesn't feel like it's being worn. It kind of feels like it's it's inherited. And that's something that I keep noticing overall in Africa. It's like this audacity that people carry. It's this grounded confidence, like they know who they are before they even speak. And I truly believe that some of that comes from being surrounded by culture constantly, the language, the history, and then having this identity from birth. It lives in the bloodline. And I think that's the lesson that this dress is leaving me with. Confidence feels different when your presence no longer asks for permission. And that's today's note from Naija.